There's like this guy, and they're like, okay, go count them, Steve. And he's like, come on, really?
Go see how many spiders. He's like squishing them.
Yeah.
1.
That's how they got rid of them.
2, 3. What are you like?
Welcome, everybody, to the Bob and Katie Show.
I'm Katie.
And I'm Bob. And this is Groovy Stoop Syndrome Part 2.
Split up into parts now, huh?
Yeah, because we stopped it so fast last episode. And I still had, like, stuff to talk about.
That was you. That was all you.
I got mad because I lost that game. And now I gotta, like...
Is that why you wanted to stop?
No, it was really late.
It's late. I have to go work in the morning.
It was really late.
It was like so abrupt, though. You're just like, I'm done.
Yeah.
All right. No, you were mad because you lost that game because I know how you are. I've played Monopoly with you. You are a sore loser.
I'm not.
Not that you really lose at Monopoly because you are cutthroat.
Oh, yeah, I don't lose at Monopoly.
You are cutthroat at Monopoly.
Yeah, it happens.
I refuse. That's why I don't play with you anymore.
I know. I haven't played Monopoly in years because nobody in my family plays with me. You don't play with me.
It's not fun. It is not a fun experience.
I always have to trick people into playing. I'm like, hey, you ever played Monopoly before? I think I want to give it a try. And then I'm like, give me your houses. And like, and I don't like, I'll
feel like a slumlord. You're like,
yeah,
give me all your money and your housing.
Somebody will hit one of my properties and they don't have money. And I'm like, just give me Boardwalk and we'll call it even. And then I get Boardwalk and I put houses on that and turn that into hotels. And those same people land on it. And I'm like, you're done.
I also tried playing tennis with you one time. And just for the record, for anybody who doesn't know me personally, I am not athletic in the very least bit. You're like, let's go play tennis. It'll be fun. We'll just have some fun. Just hitting the ball around. I was like, oh, okay, that might be fun.
We're about to find out what kind of jerk I am. Go ahead, keep telling the story.
We go to the park, to the tennis courts, and we're playing tennis, and you're like, you're not doing it right. I've gone to the park and played basketball with you before, and you're like, let me show you how to do it. You're not doing it right. And I mean, I have no doubts that I'm not doing it right because I don't play sports.
You kicked the ball and yelled field goal.
No, I did not. Stop it.
Here's the thing, though. I think we should get a babysitter one day and go out and play again.
God, I swear I thought you were about to say we should get a baby.
No more baby. There's literally one hanging off your tit right now.
I know. That's why I was like, whoa.
No, I'm serious because since we've been parents, your hand-eye coordination has extremely gotten better.
You have to be. You got to have those quick reflexes.
Like, I know there were times
you
where
have to catch children from falling off of the couch and things like that.
Like, I throw dirty diapers that, you can ball the diaper up and wrap it. Like, I've thrown them over my head and you catch them. And you couldn't do that 3 years ago.
Yeah, my reflexes are on point. What is that? On fleek? Did I use that right?
On fleek? What are you talking about?
You never heard that,
no.
saying the cool kids say nowadays? Hang on.
I'm apparently not the cool kids.
Oh, I'm not either. I think that's the first time I've ever said.
Are you going to Google it?
Yeah.
What do you want me to do while you're Googling it?
Just hang tight. It's only going to take me a second.
Okay, we'll wait. We'll all wait.
Glories of the internet and smartphone.
We're all just going to sit here and wait for you. Just wait.
Oh, fleek. It means extremely good, attractive, or stylish.
How did you use it?
I don't even remember. Oh, I said my reflexes.
Are extremely good, attractive, and stylish? I didn't say all that. I just said you've gotten better.
What?
I think...
Give credit where credit's due now.
I'm just saying,
I've improved by 1,000%.
I think if we went out to the tennis court right now, you'd be able to hit the ball back.
I just can't run at all now. When I run, pee leaks out and stuff. Because I have had 3 kids. Was that TMI? That was totally TMI.
I wasn't ready for it. I'm still sick. I'm still getting over this stuff. I can't handle laughing hard like that. Oh man, last night was rough. Speaking of getting sick, did you get scared? I got scared. Or were you just like, this is an extreme case of the man cold?
I plead the fifth.
Did you really think that? You can't
No,
deny.
I knew you were really sick. Like when you were vomiting violently, I was like, he's really sick.
Seriously.
But I mean, still, the kids were running around and I had to cook dinner, so I'm like,
let me ask you a question.
You're just going to have to be sick on your own time.
Let me ask you a question. Before it got to the point of where, you were like, oh, God, he really is sick, were you like, he's...
I mean, I never thought you were faking it or anything like that.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't. I don't think you fake illness. It's just how you handle it. Yeah. You even made a comment. I don't think it was last night. I think it was like the night before. You're like, God, I have the same thing you and the kids have. How are y'all handling this? Yeah. You said that. You said that.
I did say it.
Because, yeah, me and the kids, and especially me, because I had something before y'all had. Mm-hmm. This is like a nasty cold. And I had some kind of like upper respiratory virus thing going on several weeks ago. Thank goodness none of you guys got. But
all I know is I was at work, and I drive an hour to and from work. I was at lunch, okay, and I was just sitting in the back room by myself because I didn't feel good. I was like, I'm just going to sit back here for an hour. I'm going to relax. I'm going to try to feel better, and then I'm going to get back to it. Well, I clock back in, and I'm walking through the store, and within about 2 minutes, I was like, I am nauseous. And that was the first time that happened. And I was just like, I'm going to have to go home because if I don't, like, my work is just going to pay me to be here and feel ill and not be productive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I took off. I let the right people know that I was leaving because I was sick. And the drive home, I'm in your truck because I drove your truck to work yesterday. I've got like a shopping bag in my hand, like on the drive, because I'm like, I'm going to throw up and it's going to go in this bag. And it was just a miserable drive for an hour because I just felt nauseous for an hour. You know what I mean?
I felt bad. You called me and you were like, I was like, what's up? Because the kids were like going crazy. Mm-hmm. I probably answered the phone going, hello. And you were like, oh, I just need to talk. I'm just trying to keep from throwing up. And I'm like, well, I can't talk right now. Yeah. I'm sorry. I can't help you.
Well, when I got about 10 minutes away from the house, like my stomach goes, and I was like, oh God, it's going to come out of both ends. So I called you to see if you would unlock the door because I know that you... Oh,
well, yeah, and I couldn't because
you keep the doors locked during the day. And in my mind, I was like, I need to eliminate any obstacle that's going to stop me from like, that'll slow me down from getting to the bathroom. So I come, and you said no, you were...
I wasn't trying to be mean.
No,
I had a child attached to my...
I hung up and you went, God dang man, cold.
No, I didn't.
Can't even unlock the door.
I felt really bad for you.
So I come in. And I go upstairs to the bathroom, and I grab the little metal trash can. I don't even think I told you this. I grabbed that metal trash can and dumped all the trash in my sink.
No, you didn't tell me about that.
And I'm sitting on the toilet, and I'm like, oh God, and I'm just nauseous, and I'm like, I'm gonna go in one pot and throw up in the other. Like that's ready. That's what's getting ready to happen.
Isn't that terrible? Like,
yeah.
Whenever you're sick and yeah, you have like both ends going on, and you have to basically choose. Mm-hmm. One has to take priority over the other. Yeah. Am I going to crap on the floor or am I going to throw up on the floor? Right? I think I'd rather throw up on the floor.
Yeah, it might be easier to clean up the poop, though. Like easier physically, but I think mentally and smell-wise, it might be way worse.
Yeah, I think I'd rather clean up vomit.
But I ended up not throwing up. I used the bathroom, and I came back downstairs, and I'm still just nauseous, man. And I'm like, oh, my God. And you said, did you take your medicine? Because I'm taking some antibiotics and some Mucinex stuff. And I go into the kitchen, and I get the pills out, and I fill up my cup of water, and my brain just went, it's time. And I ran to the bathroom, and I threw up. Now, here's the thing.
Even Riley came to me, because he heard you in there, he said, Daddy throwing up. I was like, yes, he is.
I have never thrown up like that before in my life. Like, I made noises. Like, when you throw up, there's a noise. You know what I mean? But I also made a noise with, like, my throat. I was like, ah! Like...
like, the feeling like you throw up till you, like, you're out of air.
Yeah.
Like, you feel like if you don't stop and just breathe, that you're not going to have any more air left.
And my nose was stopped up. So, like, you ever, like... This is going to get too graphic. You ever throw up and, like, a little bit that comes out your nose? Mm-hmm. It wasn't going. Like, it wasn't going through.
Oh, you think it was, like, stuck up in there?
Oh, probably. It was just a miserable time. And then I laid on the floor for, like, a minute or two. In that little one-person bathroom, half bath. My fat butt don't fit in there, right?
That bathroom, there's not enough room for one person to lay on the floor.
But it was pretty miserable. But I felt better in like 2 hours. I just felt better. Like once I wasn't nauseous anymore, I could handle all the other stuff. So for those of you still with us, the Groovy Stoop Syndrome, that went away because I slept for like 7 hours last night. That was like a marathon for me. Mm. I couldn't move when I got up this morning. I know why you crazy people need coffee in the morning. You sleep for 7-8 hours. He says your body don't work right.
My body doesn't work right. I can't even, my body's not working right now.
Yeah.
My body doesn't work right whether I have 8 hours or 10 or 5. I can't function without coffee.
You're doodling really pretty.
Thanks.
Did my story, bore you that much?
No.
You don't have to stop. I'm just saying, you doodle. I wonder if people can hear it. There's what is that noise in the background? You're coloring letters in and just being all artistic and stuff. I'm over here explaining to the world how I'm a big mangina when it comes to being sick.
Well, I kind of already know the story. So.
Yeah. Episode 76. Oh, you were here for it. Okay, I understand what you're saying. Gotcha. So check this out. Speaking of poop, since we haven't done a lot of poop stories lately. Have you noticed that? It's been a long time, I think.
Oh, wow.
Maybe not. Maybe it's starting to blur together and we just don't realize it.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't remember what I did 5 hours ago. Can I hold one of those?
One of those what?
Those toys.
Which toy?
It don't matter.
One of the Star Wars toys?
A different one than I had last time.
Do you want the fighter or the Millennium Falcon, or we got Falcon? The Millennium Falcon. Wait, which one? The one that Darth Vader flies in? That guy's pretty awesome. You want to bring them all over? I'll just set them up right here and you can play with them.
Just one of them. Go get the fidget spinner.
She's going to get the fidget spinner. I mean, honestly, anything that stops her from shaking her legs and moving the table back and forth.
Are you talking about me?
No, I'm not talking about you at all. Come sit down. Have a seat. That's not my fidget spinner. Where did that come from?
I think it's Mason's. I think he left it here.
Okay.
I took it from the kids.
Gotcha.
So I could play with it.
You knocked over all the Star Wars toys with the fidget spinner. The Star Destroyer was taken out by a $5 piece of plastic that somebody got rich over for no reason. All right. This is what happened. This is a cool story too, I think. I was at work and there's a piece of equipment, without me getting into a lot of details, and I felt like the process wasn't happening super smoothly. I thought it might have been taking a little too long. I wasn't sure.
What process?
I can't tell you. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
That doesn't really play a whole bunch to the story. So anyways, I pulled one of the guys over that I work with, to the side, and I was gonna ask him, hey, how long should it take for this to be done? You know what I mean? For this process to happen. Uh-huh. And we go into an office and I close the door and I was like, and I go, hey, look, I'm not trying to make fun of anybody or make light of anybody or, joke around or anything. I seriously want to know, how long should it take somebody? And as soon as I say somebody, he cuts me off. Okay. And he goes, what? To take a shit?
And I'm just like, not what
I didn't know what to say. I was like, what?
Is somebody pooping for extremely long periods of time on the clock?
He goes, I know, I was in there for a really long time. And I'm like, oh my God, no.
Oh my God. Somebody has a guilty conscience.
I was like, I didn't even know you were in the bathroom. I had no idea. Did
he think you were creeping on him? He's timing him? Timing how long he was in the bathroom?
I guess so, man.
Joe, he's been in there pooping for 45 minutes. Probably playing games on his phone.
It's one of those. It's one of those minutes.
Crush.
Candy Crush. I asked him. I was like, "Did you have your phone in there with you?" And he said no. And I was like, I don't know, man.
So once he owned up to being in the bathroom for so long, did you grilled him about it?
A little bit. We got that kind of relationship.
So did you?
I was like, hey,
did you make him think that that's really what you were going to ask him about?
No, not at all. Because it threw me so off that I was like, no, man, no, that's not what I wanted to ask you about. And then I could see the look in his eyes, oh God. Have you ever said something out loud and it didn't work the way that you thought? Did we ever tell the story about? Oh my! I'm just popping poop stories off. Bam, bam, bam.
Oh God. Where are you going with this?
When we were doing the punk rock band, Fight the Good Fight, and we drove to, where the hell did we drive to record that one night? Cary, North Carolina.
It's right by Raleigh.
So, I was in the studio singing, I think, and you guys were all in the living room, And everybody was talking about poop. You cut me off anytime you want to because you were actually there. I wasn't. And everybody was like, hey, you ever poop? And it's like a whole bunch.
Yes, and I know the conversation.
You look down and there's nothing in there. I swear, I think we've told the story before.
Poop, okay. And like, oh, yeah.
And it gets to our friend.
You poop so much, and like sticks about in the water.
Yeah, like, stuff like that.
Yeah.
You keep wiping, and you wipe, and you look, and you wipe again. It's like, it just don't go away. You do all this wiping, and then you're folding the toilet paper up, and it gets real small. You're like, oh no, I gotta get another piece now. But, and it's all stuff that's sort of relatable.
We're discussing different poop scenarios.
And then,
like, don't you hate it? Or, when...
So tell us what happens when it gets to our friend. Because at this point, everybody's real excited.
Where everybody is just, like, rolling. And like, yeah, I know what you mean. Like, yeah, don't you hate it when this happens? But it was all poop related. And then we have a friend, and he said, yeah, don't you hate it when you get a little bit on your finger, and then you smell it, and like... A hush fell upon the crowd.
Like, everybody stops laughing. Or like,
everybody's like, no.
No, man. You're the only one smelling your own poop.
No, we don't know what that is like.
Oh, that's...
it kind of... Yeah, the conversation died right there.
I hate that I wasn't in there when that happened. I think I was in there singing Gaston's Room. Do you remember that song?
I do.
Oh, my goodness. You know that recording is gone? Nobody knows where it is. I would love to listen to it now and just go, oh, wow. How horrible. Horrible. It must have been. You and that fidget spinner, you were having a good time. You know what we should do? We should buy you one of those ones that like glow in the dark.
Ooh.
And we'll just podcast, like, we'll turn the lights off and record. Like,
fidget spinners have gone way too far. Like, I get, like, there's a craze.
I don't really think there is anymore. I think it's over. I think
it died pretty quick, huh?
Yeah, you're getting on board now, like a month after it went under.
I saw fidget spinner cookies. How to make fidget spinner cookies. I saw fidget spinner fingernails. Shirts with fidget spinners on them. Like, it just went way, way, way overboard. All
right, here's something that we didn't get to in part 1.
Hey guys, it's Morgan here again with your fact. In Athens, Georgia, goldfish may not be given away to entice...
You can't laugh at him like right in the middle of a recording. Sorry.
He said, here's your fact.
I'm not cutting this out. Keep making fun of him.
I love Morgan. It's all in good fun.
All right, we got to try it again.
Fact.
Like I'm sitting here, I'm trying to pay attention. You're.
I was paying attention. He said in Athens, Georgia, goldfish, and then you cut it off.
Okay. All right, here we go. We try it again.
Hey guys, it's Morgan here.
Don't
again
laugh this time.
With your fact.
Stop
in
it.
Athens, Georgia, goldfish may not be given away to entice someone to enter a game of bingo. So weird. Side note, in Arizona, donkeys cannot sleep in bathtubs.
What? Can't sleep in bathtubs?
Donkey, stop laughing at it, dude. Listen to what he's got to say.
So, if you go to Athens, Georgia, you cannot offer people free goldfish to come play your game of bingo.
So it's like, okay.
How many goldfish? How many goldfish were given away? Somebody going, hey, come here and play this game of bingo with me. I'll give you a free goldfish. And somebody was okay.
How many goldfish you got? Can I get 2 goldfish?
But I'll call my friends. They've been looking for free goldfish.
I know people want goldfish all over the place. We're going to have a big bingo goldfish party right now. Goldfish and bingo for everybody.
Like, how many times did that have to happen for, like, law enforcement to step in? Poor little goldfish. But I feel like I have to lean over this way so I can see you. So I'm not in front of it. Look, I can't see. You cannot see me. There's no way you can see me right now because I can't see you.
I can see you. You came in here and you had a child on your boob. So we had to turn the mic upside down. And then when you laid him down, you adjusted the way you were sitting.
Well, I can't help it. Now I'm going to go like this.
Well, that's creepy. Don't do that. Stay in front of it. Just look at me through the...
Heidi ho, neighbor.
Like, that's only going to be funny to me because nobody can see what you're doing.
Yeah, but everybody just imagined, what was his name, Wilson?
Yeah, Wilson for Home Improvement. She's like...
Tim.
We have what's called a pop filter in front of the mic, and it's like a round circle, and she's peeking her eyes over the top of it.
It's a round circle with pantyhose on it. It's like the same fabric.
If I made one at home, then yes, that would be exactly what it is.
It's pantyhose.
For sure. You can move it down just a little bit. Like, keep it in front of them. You can move the top part down a little bit. Put the fidget spinner on the table and move the filter down a little bit. Look at that. Isn't that so much better?
It's making my eyes go cross because I'm serious. It's like I'm seeing double vision.
Oh my God, I'll come fix it.
I'm seriously, I see 2 microphones right now.
It's worse than recording with the children.
Ow.
Is that better?
Yes, that's much better.
You're welcome. You still like Wilson though. You're still peeking over the top. Can I put take a picture and put it on our blog?
We don't have a blog.
Yeah, I set up a blog on the website for you a long time ago, and I was like, "You gonna type some on this?" You were like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
It says Katie's blog, and then it still says like coming soon.
Yeah.
You want to be real about it for a minute? I think I deleted that page a long time ago.
I mean, I would love to do that. I would love to have a blog, but I seriously just don't have time. I barely have time to shower some days.
That's okay. You smell good to me, kid.
I do today. I showered today. I was pretty productive today.
You shave your legs?
No, that's a whole different story. Heck
What?
no, I didn't shave my legs.
You got them stubbies going on?
Probably.
Like sometimes you'll be like, "You can give me a massage tonight?" And then like right before like I start rubbing your legs, you're like, "I didn't shave today." And I'm like, "Oh, come on, man."
You should know by now to expect it. I mean, come on. We've been married 10 years. And how many times...
Expect it? Like I should just come home and expect that my wife has stubbies.
Yeah.
Like it's not like...
Yeah. On any given day, I probably have hairy legs. Like shaving my legs, that is a luxury.
Your legs don't get hairy. Not like hairy, like my legs are hairy. You let it grow out a little bit. And I mean, that's not even long. It's just like, it's stubbly. And then you're like, "Can you rub my legs?" And it feels like I'm rubbing sandpaper.
Well, most days, just being in the shower, I have to bribe the kid. That's my new thing. Mm-hmm. Reese, I put him in the little bouncer in the bathroom, and he loves it. Between the sound of like the exhaust fan and the water, he usually goes to sleep. And he likes his little bouncer with the toys. Mm-hmm. But the other two, that's another story. Right now, we have a bouncer seat and 2 children's chairs in our bathroom.
Yeah, it looks like an audience watches a shower.
It really does. And then I have to bribe them. I'm like, "Here's gummies."
Now, each one of you take a razor and shave my legs.
Oh my God. That is terrifying. No, I give them my phone and I'm like...
You're just like, you're holding a towel in your mouth, gritting it like in the old times before there was anesthesia. Like you take a shot of whiskey that I was having the other morning.
It's bad enough when Reagan's like, "Oh, brush your hay." Because that's how she says hair.
Yeah.
She calls it hay.
And I tried to correct her. I was like, "Baby, it's hair." And you got so mad.
Because I think it's so cute.
It ain't going to be cute when she's 33 years old saying "hey" in front of everybody. And you're like, "Oh, God."
It's so cute. She has trouble with her R's. She'll grow out of it.
They do have trouble with their arse all the time. All kinds of arse troubles in this house.
Like she's like,
winkies and buttholes.
She says, "Open the doorway."
Yeah.
Instead of door, doorway. And she says "hey" instead of hair. It's so cute. But yeah, anyway, I have to bribe them with like gummies and games on my phone to get them to just sit still long enough for me to take a shower. And sometimes they're like turning the lights off on me. and then they'll just leave. They did that to me the other day. I'm like showering in the dark and I'm like, "Come back in here."
This light just clicks off and they're like, "Bye, Mommy." And they shut the door
yes!
and walk out.
They're like,
you
"Let's go downstairs."
You teach them to shut the lights off, like when they leave a room. Yeah. And they're like, "Oh, we're leaving the room."
That's the time that they choose to listen to me?
Yeah.
Because they don't. They seriously don't listen to me.
How about this? If you're going to flick the fidget spinner that violently and hard, can you take your elbows off of the table? Because like the zoom's moving back and forth. The water, like look at the water. It looks like we're in a Jeep and a dinosaur's coming up behind us. It's just like, like you're flicking that thing so hard.
I need leverage.
Do you like it now? Or are you on the fidget board? Is that what's happening? When we record podcasts, should I just have like different colored fidgets all over the place?
I can't. I'm the type of person that needs one because I cannot just sit still. I'll be like tapping, shaking my legs.
Oh, trust me, everybody already knows.
Something.
Because I'm constantly like, "Please stop shaking the table."
I cannot sit still.
Yeah. I think like if we ever like this is, I consider this our studio, but I mean it's not like fancy. It's just like a loft.
I know when we were buying this house, we were like, "Yeah, this is gonna be our studio."
Yeah.
And the realtor said, "Oh, do you sing?"
Well, apparently I do now. I'm going to have to do some karaoke, but we like one day when everybody goes to patreon.com/the Bob and Katie Show and they're donating and we actually build like a studio, our table's going to weigh 8,000 pounds and we're going to sit on cement.
What the heck are you trying to make this table out of that it weighs 8,000 pounds?
I'm going to make it out of something so that if you got on it and jumped up and down, it wouldn't shake the mics all around.
Don't be making people think that I normally get up on tabletops, okay?
Yeah. Well, you're the one that told me to put this pole here.
Stop.
You ever see those videos on Facebook where like women and men are dancing on poles and it don't work?
And it usually goes terribly awry. Yeah, that
like you see it and you're like that's they're in a trailer right now. Like there's no way that thing is stable. There's nothing to brace that pole to in this trailer, and then they fall. Normally breaks a lamp, hits a small child or something.
A glass
like that.
table or something. Yeah.
How about some Bob o'clock news?
Okay. Hey, have you heard from Dan lately?
No.
No, we haven't heard from Dan.
Dan might be gone. Dan might have left. But should we devote this Bob o'clock news to him as well?
No, that's okay.
Okay, Dan, you don't get this one, buddy. This is for everybody else.
Welcome to the Bob o'clock news.
Hurricane Irma. Did I say it right? Irma?
Yeah.
She made a big mess. She made a fuss. She made a fight. She was big. She was gigantic. Gigantic. Gigantic?
Gigantic?
She was gigantic. It was so big, it was gigantical. It was a...
Wait, you made fun of me the other day.
Humongous, gigantical.
I said ginormous. And you're like, is that even a word? I think that was on part 1.
Yeah, maybe. There we go.
Do I have a pimple right there? Like right there?
You do.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's massive.
Where did that come from?
It looks like you're a sideways unicorn. It's really bad. Like I would, like tomorrow, don't even open the blinds in the house.
Oh my god, stop.
I don't necessarily want to talk about the hurricane though. I just want to talk about something that happened because of the hurricane. The Atlanta Braves, okay? Atlanta was playing Miami. And Atlanta did something that I thought was really cool. They were basically giving out free tickets to people from Florida that had been displaced from their homes because of the storm. They were like, hey, come to the game. It's on us. In
Atlanta, the storm went there too, didn't it?
Not that day. Yeah, it only travels 7 miles an hour. Doesn't matter. Stop. There was an Atlanta game. They were playing Miami. And Atlanta told everybody that if you show us that you live in Miami or live in Florida, you can come to the game for free. How classy is that?
That was nice.
Wasn't it? Are you going to talk to me in this? You're like...
Yeah, I said that was nice.
You're stuck on the whole, didn't the storm come to Atlanta? Like, you don't believe this really happened.
No, I'm
not making this stuff up.
I was just commenting on... Oh my god, tell
You're fact-checking me. That's what's happening right now. You're like, I don't know, Bob. That hurricane...
I sure didn't watch a whole lot of Weather Channel last week.
You did. No, I promise. Miami was playing Atlanta. And the Atlanta organization came out and said, anybody displaced from their home that lives in Florida, come to the game for free. But that's not the happy ending that you think it would be. Not only did they allow the Floridians into the game for free, but during, the breaks, during the innings, they play music. And one of the songs they played that day was Rock You Like a Hurricane.
Oh, my Lord.
Which might have been just a tad bit off time.
Oh my gosh. Surely that wasn't intentional.
I don't know yet.
Do you think it was in the normal rotation?
Oh, it was absolutely in the normal rotation.
Just horrible coincidence. But
I just think, I think there's somebody that's their job. They're like, your job is to play these songs during this.
Fired.
So somebody knew, okay, well, I'm going to play Rock You Like a Hurricane right here. I'm going to play We Are the Champions right here. I'm going to play, The Eye of the Tiger, whatever these songs, these motivational songs are. This guy knew they were going to play them. And he went bloop and hit the button. You know what I mean? Like that. I'm not saying that it was intentional, but it happened. And somebody knew. They might not have just put one and one together, but I mean, they knew. And then, of course, social media. But Atlanta came out and was like, look.
I'm sure it was.
We didn't mean to do it. It was in our normal home rotation. And then they say, we're going to remove the song for this series, which means we're putting the song back in. Like, the song's going to be back in the series, just not while we're playing the team from Florida.
Oh my gosh.
So, I thought that was pretty great.
That is, ironic indeed. Ironic.
I sort of picked out this next episode, I sort of picked out this next news article for you and...
Oh boy.
My boss left. Like, she moved. And this story kind of reminded me of her, too. Because she went to this place. And I feel like she should know.
So, a story that reminded you of me and your old boss.
Yep.
Okay. So,
this takes place in Baltimore. All right. There was a wastewater plant.
What? Okay.
And during an inspection, they found that in the wastewater plant in Baltimore...
Oh, no. What did they find?
Listen to this, Amanda. Baltimore, they found 107 million spiders.
No!
100...
Who counted them all?
It's like, there's like this guy, and they're like, okay, go count them, Steve. And he's like, come on, really?
Go see how many spiders. He's like squishing them. Yeah. 1.
That's how they got rid of them.
2, 3. What if he lost count? And he was like, just screw it. There's like 5 million of them.
Yeah. Had like 50 million in. He's like, oh, crap.
I mean, seriously, though, like...
Then he's counting dead carcass spiders, sweeping them up.
Maybe they just sprayed and was like, yeah, just like counting the dead ones.
We're going to need a bigger boat.
Seriously, like, how did they know that there was that many? If there was like 10, I'd be like, oh my God, there's like, you know, like, I don't know that I could count 10 spiders accurately in one location.
So the the waste plant was 4. Listen to this. Sorry, let me skip. 35,176 spiders could be found in every cubic meter of space.
I'm seriously questioning their spider counting accuracy. That is so specific. How did they count all those spiders? How?
I don't know. I mean, like, there's...
So did they count the ones in, like, one space?
You're getting so...
And multiply?
You're like, that, let's go. I'm going to count them myself.
That's so many...
Do you want to go to Baltimore and count the spiders with me?
And, like, they didn't come out and say, yeah, there was a crap ton of spiders in here. Yeah. They're like,
if me and you, like, we open the door, then we slowly shut the door and we just go, there's a lot.
There's literally millions of spiders in there.
Someone's like, how many? And you're like, 1 million. There's a million spiders.
But they were like, it's 35,000 something 61.
95% of the building's interior was covered in spider webs and spiders. Turn it to glass.
just blow it up. Start over. What do? How do you get rid of that many spiders?
You burn it down. Shut it down.
That's the only... Does it say what they did?
Hang on, let me read some more.
Could you imagine the exterminator?
I wasn't prepared. You always ask me these questions. You know, I just read the title.
Could you imagine like the call to the exterminator? Be like, yeah, we're gonna need you to send a guy out. Oh, really? What kind of pest issues do you have going on? We're like, we have, what was it, 90? How many billions? Do you think they knew how many? They probably didn't. We have billions of spiders.
Yeah.
Bring all the spider killer that you have. Bring it all.
Call the National Guard. We're going under. Because I don't think you can set the waste industry on fire because that's probably bad.
Was it wastewater?
I don't know. I guess wastewater treatment plant.
So that's where the poop water goes.
Yeah. Oh my God! Is that our 5th poop story for the day?
That's a poop
Did we just wiggle another poop story?
We did. We squeezed another one in there.
Sorry. I found the number I was looking for. The building was 4 acres. So that's how massive this place is. 4 acres, and it was covered 95% in spiders.
That is a heck of a lot of spiders.
Yeah, so I guess like the workers go in and they found it.
But like, so how many spiders do you think got away that didn't get counted?
Oh, I don't know. Like, could you imagine, like, if you have to go to work and you open the door and you see 106 million spiders, you just shut the door and go, I quit. Like, I'm not doing
Oh,
this
I
today.
would, yeah. There's no job that's worth it.
You call your boss on the phone. You're just like, hey, Steve, just wanted to let you know I'm going back home.
Is crawling right now.
You need to call the National Guard, the Army, get Trump on the phone. We're going to need him. This is bad. So, yeah, turn it to glass. Drop a bomb on that building and just call it a day.
I mean, I don't see any alternative.
What kills spiders? Like, what can you introduce into that environment that would, like, take them out?
That many? I don't know.
Frogs? Will frogs kill them?
How many?
What about that frog you found on the step?
I don't know,
on the stoop.
that frog probably could have put
the dog
down
frog? Like, you get like 100 or like 100 dog frogs?
They just gorge themselves
and they get bigger, and then all of a sudden you open the door and there's like Goliathon size like dog frogs. Just
well, then you have another infestation problem.
But there's only 100. You can shoot them. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to nuke those.
I don't touch frogs either, so.
Everybody in the neighborhood knows you don't like frogs.
I want to call that place in Baltimore and ask them how they got rid of the spiders and how they counted them, how they knew exactly how many were there. I want to know. Is there a phone number where they can be reached?
I don't think so. I think you should
put an email. You
should put your investigative jacket on. And like, well, I'm at work tomorrow and you get the kids down for a nap. You get like 10 minutes. Just 10 minutes.
I don't
Google
have
it.
10 minutes.
And let's find a phone number.
10 minutes, I'm probably going to drink coffee.
Let's find a phone number. Let's call them. We'll figure it out. All right, I got one more story. What do you think it's about?
Is it about spiders? I hope not.
No.
Poop.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh my gosh.
We're going to close it out. This is the poop spectacular episode. Okay. This happened in Bristol, England. You know what? I think this story was actually shared with me from Andrew, our patron.
That's awesome.
Let me double check that. Let me double check it. I want to give him credit where credit is due. And then if this is not the story, then he had sent us a story. Hang on, I remember.
That's awesome.
No, he sent me a different story. We're going to talk about that one first. Guess what it's about?
Is it about poop?
It is about poop.
My God.
Oh my God, isn't that amazing?
Andrew knows us so well.
He does. Thanks, Andrew. This is Andrew's story. This comes out of England, London. Monster fatberg found blocking the East London sewer.
What?
A fatberg.
Oh, what is that? A fat bird?
A fatberg. B-E-R-G. Fatberg.
What's a fatberg?
Let me tell you what a fatberg is, okay? That's when you wash your hands and like you use like a wet nap and you flush it, okay? Oils, fat, grease, poop, condoms, stuff like that people are flushing down the toilet they shouldn't be flushing. What happens is it goes into the sewer and it starts to like stick together.
So a clog.
Yeah, it's a clog. It's basically a huge clog filled with stuff.
It's called a fatberg?
Fatberg, absolutely.
Like an iceberg.
Yeah.
But not ice.
Yeah, fatberg.
Like F-A-T, like fat.
Yep.
Fatberg. Wow, I learned something new today. And it was found where? What now?
In the sewer of London. Jesus, stay with me. Stop playing with your fidget spinner.
No, well, I was focused on what's a fatberg.
Okay.
Well, I guess if there was, I mean, that's where you would expect to find it, right?
Yes. This fatberg, particularly this one, was about as heavy as 11 double-decker buses. So
that's a massive clog. Like,
yeah.
You're talking massive plumbing issues.
It hardened.
I know how to use a toilet auger, but how do you take care of that?
You need a really freaking big plunger. No, they said it was going to take about 3 weeks.
You need a bomb. Just.
They have a team of people.
Have you seen a commercial for that thing? I don't remember what it's called, but it unclogs toilets, but it uses a CO2 cartridge.
Oh yeah, you like
just put it in there, and it just.
I feel like
blows the clog out of the way.
I feel like if I was renting, I'd be like, let's try it. But like, I don't know that I want to stick a CO2 cartridge in my pipes in my house. Who invented
that? Somebody had a clog and was like, just blow it out of there.
Somebody that eats a lot of meatloaf.
Ew.
Yeah. A lot of meatloaf and, I don't know, whatever, like cheese diet, meatloaf and cheese. Like all they eat is meatloaf and cheese sticks.
God.
And they're like, we got to do something. And they're, well, I'm not changing my diet. You're just going to have to create a bomb that will move everything through the toilet lines.
I saw that like right after we had to use the toilet auger to get the air freshener cartridge. We didn't get it out. We pushed it farther down in there. But it's gone now.
Yeah.
It's probably at the wastewater place with all the spiders.
Yeah, there's a fatberg right now with our air freshener thing stuck right on the top like a flag.
It's the tip of the fatberg.
Oh, man, I want to change the title of this episode now to Fatberg. I feel like I should. Like, it's going to be titled Groovy Stoop Syndrome Part 2, and then, like, the little marks, what are they called?
Parentheses?
Yeah, right beside it, it's just going to say Fatberg. So, the way they described it was it turned to, like, a hard mass.
Oh, my God.
He said,
That's disgusting.
not unlike cement. So they have to take, like, jackhammers down there. Oh, you know it smells. It smells horrible.
So once they crack it open.
Yeah, they have to crack it open, like,
God.
and carry it out piece by piece. And
They have to carry it out?
they can't, yeah. What else do you think they're going to do with it?
God. I don't know. What do you do with a fatberg?
There's like a fatberg disposal, like, site. Like, you go out and it's just like a landmass of fatbergs.
Fatberg dispensary.
Yeah,
like,
and there's like somebody, like, there's the
No,
manager.
no.
There's like a fatberg manager. You know that? Like, his job. Like, what do? I'm the fatberg manager. I don't understand.
So you think there's like a fatberg team?
Yeah.
Do they have
They wear orange suits and it all says Fatberg on the front. And they have numbers on the back like a...
fatberg
Yeah.
training.
There's probably multiple Fatberg companies and they all have softball games together. So Fatberg of London softball team. I'd go watch that game. It probably smells bad. Like, those people probably smell bad. Oh, yeah. Because remember when I used to deliver pizzas? Like, you would be like, you smell like pizza. Like, all the time. You're like, you smell like
You smell
pizza.
like cheese and oil.
Yeah, like, I'm around pizza all the time. So when I got near, he's like, you smell like pizza. Well, those people are in... They're fingers
No, I
deep.
get it. My first job was at a pizza place.
Yeah.
It's the same pizza place that you started at.
Mm-hmm.
We both had our first jobs at the same place. Not at the same time, though.
Pizza Hut. You could say Pizza Hut. It's okay. I don't work there anymore.
Yeah, oh, God. It's like you can never wash the oiliness and the smell off.
I think I quit Pizza Hut because of a fatberg. Like, I think that happened.
Like, you created one?
No, I didn't create one. Like, I went in the bathroom on my shift and I was like, man, I've eaten too much meatloaf and cheese. No. Okay. No way I haven't told this story. I might have told this story. The manager at the time, I don't even care. Her name was Wendy. Nobody liked her.
No, her name was Wanda.
It was Wanda. Yeah, her name was Wanda.
I remember her.
I hated her.
She's the reason I quit, too.
Yeah. So this is what happens. It was a Tuesday, okay?
Buffet night.
No. Back up one night. Monday night, I go to close. I was a dishwasher. Part of my job was to clean the bathrooms. Well, I go into the men's bathroom, and there was, I think it was the men's bathroom, and there was one of the stalls was closed, and there was a note on it that said out of order. So I didn't go in and clean it. I just cleaned everything else, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she calls me the next day. Calls me on the phone. Like, not even, like, I didn't even let me go to work. And was like, why didn't you clean the bathroom last night? I go, I did clean the bathroom last night. She's like, you put a sign up on the door so you didn't have to clean the toilet. And I was like, what? No, I didn't do that. And like she called me. Okay. I'm in high school. Like, that's how young I was. I was in high school.
Oh.
And she called, you and that fidget spinner, she called and berated me about something I didn't do.
She's the manager. She know who put the sign on the door?
No.
What if it was like a customer?
So then,
just blew it up and was like,
yeah.
oh no.
So
And they just went out and got a sheet of paper and was like, out of order.
Yeah. Tuesday night, I'm supposed to be there at 5:00. Buffet night. You're going to knock this stuff over.
Buffet night was so busy.
So buffet night means dishes out of the bunghole.
Mm-hmm.
So many dishes. Like, you get in there and you work your tail off, or you're going to be there until 3:00 in the morning. So many dishes. Well, I didn't go. Not only did I not go, but like, she calls me at like 5:10 and she's like, hey, where you at? And I was like, I'm so sorry. I got out of school late. I'm headed there now.
Oh my gosh.
That wasn't the truth.
You were so mean. So like, she didn't even know to find a replacement.
No. So she calls me at like 5:30. She's like, where you at? And I said, I'm almost there. And she's dialing a 371 number. So she's got to know it's not a cell phone. But I told her, I was like, I'm almost there. I'm almost
Yeah,
there.
because back then everybody didn't have cell phones.
She calls me at 6:30. And she said, and she's mad. She's furious, right?
Oh, I
furious.
bet.
And she's like, are you coming in? And I was like, well, actually, I'm not. See, Wanda, I didn't put that sign on the bathroom. And yeah, you kind of accused me of doing it. And I don't want to work there anymore. And she just, click, hangs up on me. So I had to go up there and pick up my check. I had to bring my uniform back, all that kind of stuff. And there was a girl working there. I think her name was Maria, maybe. There's a couple people working there. And they loved it. Because they didn't have anybody. So she was back there washing dishes.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that great? So yeah, I think it was the fatberg. The fatberg stopped that toilet up. Cost me my job, so to speak. That was awesome, Andrew. Thanks for the story. Did we cover everything? Fatberg broke it up. Know. We made up our own story. There's now a London Fatberg softball team. We did pretty well with that one. Okay, last story. Here we go. A woman met a guy. I think it was on Tinder, through the Tinder app. One more time with that fidget spinner. I'm telling you, one more time. One more time. I
know where this is going. I think I know this story.
Did you read the story?
The poop window?
Yes.
Yes, I did.
You tell me the story then. All right, so, this is, the Bob o'clock news. This is crazy. This is weird.
Yeah, so, it's on the internet. If I remember correctly, blind date or whatever, they met on Tinder. I know nothing about that, but, anyway, so they have a date and they go back to the guy's place and the girl goes in the bathroom and takes poop and the toilet wouldn't flush. So then she's like, well, I can't leave the poop here in the toilet. So she reached in with toilet paper and grabs the poop out and was like, I'm going to throw it out the window.
Look, I don't care who you are. You're on a blind date and you're like, I got to go to the bathroom. You're at their house. You poop. It doesn't flush. I don't care who you are. Your first reaction is, oh no.
For real.
What too?
Panic.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah. Panic.
So
she took the poop out of the toilet and was like, I'm going to throw it out the window.
Yes. But then, because of the way his window was made. The poop went, I don't know.
In between two panes of glass.
Yeah, in between two windows. So then she was like, I can't leave it there. And she's like a gymnast or something. Yeah. So she's like, I can get that out.
Sure. Well, she goes and, no, you're leaving the part out. She goes downstairs or out to get the guy. And she's like, this is what I did. She told him. Okay. Now, this is a date.
Before she...
Yes, she told him.
Oh, okay.
He went in there with her, and she's like, I'm a gymnast. I think I can get it. And he lifted her up. They were...
Oh, I didn't even know
They were
that
teamworking it. You've never had a date like that before where you're like, hey, let's get shit out of this window together. You know what I mean? They teamworked it.
So how... Do you think it was more embarrassing for her to have to go in there and just be like, look, there's poop in between your windows? Yeah. And I put it there. Or, if she had done it on her own and he walked in and just saw her stuck.
Oh, yeah. He'd be like, oh, this
Which do you think is more embarrassing?
I don't know. I can't even wrap my mind around that.
It just makes me cringe.
So she got stuck and he ends up having to call the fire department. So the fire...
She got the poop out, though.
Oh, yeah. She handed it to him.
She got the poop out, but she was stuck.
Yeah. She handed, this is their first date, and she's like, here's my poop. Can you throw it in the toilet for me?
Yeah, because she had to have handed it to him.
Yeah.
She was stuck in the window.
So she hands it to him, and then she gets stuck, and they called the fire department.
So for anybody who hasn't seen, there's pictures and stuff on the internet.
It's great.
She was over the top of the window.
Yeah.
Down in
Inside,
between two panes
down.
of glass. Yeah. That's how she got stuck.
Amazing.
So do you think they go on a second date?
They have been on 4 or 5 dates. They're a couple now.
I was going to say, you have to connect over a situation like that. I mean, if he touched her poop.
Oh, he started a GoFundMe page to fix the window and got way more money than he needed. Yeah. It's pretty awesome.
Do you think they'll stay together and get married and be like, remember how we they'll be telling their children how about their first date?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's way better.
That's a cool story. I like it. It's love. You know what I mean? It's crazy how love can work. I'm not saying they're in love, but I'm just saying if I walked in,
connection now.
If I walked in on you and you were upside down in one of our windows and there was crap at the bottom,
you would help me, right?
I would, because I love you. It's pretty to take something like that. It's insane. It's great.
I know you've seen literally my intestines.
I did. I watched them open you up and they put a tube inside that was not unlike the one that Mario jumps into in the game. You know what I mean? Like, dun 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 dun.
The green tubes.
Dun 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 dun. And then, like, when he goes into it, dun 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 dun. Like, that's what it looked like. So I mean, like, yeah, it's crazy. But I don't know, man. That's insane. It's insane. Okay, we need to wrap this up.
No more poop stories?
No, that's it. We're all pooped out. We're all pooped out. Okay, guys, listeners, help us out. Please go like our Facebook page. I don't really care about the Twitter page right now. I guess too much going on. I have a personal Twitter page. You can go follow me there. I get on there every now and then. If Katie ever decides that maybe when the kids go to school, I'll let you take over the Twitter page. Does that sound fair?
I guess.
You don't really want to do it. It's okay.
No, it's strictly a time thing.
Yeah, that's all it is. I mean, that's really all it is.
When Reagan and Riley start school, Reese will be like their age now.
Yeah.
And I want to focus on my business, my photography business, because,
what we need people to do, even more than any of that stuff, is to go to our website and sign up for our mailing list. That's what we need.
Emailing list.
Yeah,
we're not going to send it to your house.
No, we're not. It's like, I got a goddamn bill in the mail.
Like, I don't think it's legit. It's written in crayon.
I think there's poop on the corner. Don't smell it. Dorothy, no! No, our email list. I promise you, we are not going to blow you up with crazy emails. We honestly haven't even sent an email out this year. But I do.
Like, sign up so we can never send you anything ever.
No, I do want to use it. It's just like, by the time I record the shows and edit the shows and do the artwork and post them and tag you and like, I'm so limited. You know what I mean?
Tagging me is hard work.
No, it's not hard work. Like, no, I'm not saying it's hard work. I'm just saying, why don't you get off my back? Well, you start doing it. I
have to like type in the first 3 letters of your name.
I'm just saying there's a lot that goes into it. It's not hard stuff, but it's time consuming and we don't have it. That's how I ended up with Groovy Stoop Syndrome. I'm not an alcoholic. I got Groovy Stoop. All right? And I've learned to control it. Like, I use it to benefit us as a family. Stop doing that.
Why?
Because it's making a noise.
Am I bothering you?
No, you're like, people are going, what is that tapping noise? I'm not going to listen to this podcast anymore. They can't control it.
Okay? The first step is admitting there's a problem.
You do have issues. I'm with you 100%. Could you not have them right the second? That's all I'm asking.
Like, I don't have Groovy Stoop Syndrome.
You definitely don't have the Groovy Stoop.
No.
You got like the opposite of Groovy Stoop. What's the opposite of Groovy Stoop?
Lame.
Lame step? You got the lame step? This episode is going to have 8 titles. It's going to be Groovy Stoop Syndrome Part 2, a.k.a. Fatberg, a.k.a. Lame Step. People are going to be like, this title's so long. Go sign up for email list. Like, here's the thing. And I learned this actually from...
maybe you'll get an email, maybe not.
Yeah, it's like a gamble.
It's like Russian roulette.
No, I'm serious. Listen to this. The last episode of the My Career Hour, he had his agent on, and they were talking about this stuff, and it made complete sense. Facebook has changed the algorithm so much that when I post something, nobody even sees it.
Yeah.
Like, nobody sees it. And then I get like a notification from Facebook that goes, hey, for $10... we'll show some people this. And I'm not paying it. I'm not paying it. That's crazy. So what? I'm going to pay $10 to reach 1,000 people, 2,000 people, something like that, who probably don't even want to listen to the show anyways. You know who wants to listen to the show? The people that sign up. Like, they're the ones. Like, that's our people. Like, I want to reach those people. Like,
peeps.
Like,
our peeps, yo.
Mike and his team. Oh my gosh, they're intelligent with the things that they're doing, and I'm listening to it, and I'm like, we've got to really put like some business behind this.
Copy them.
That's what I'm saying. Welcome to the Bob and Katie Hour. But no, it's really awesome. We're not like, I won't even mention Patreon on the email list. Like, it's strictly going to be, hey, here's ways to access the episode this week. I'm going to put the articles in there we talk about. Like, I'm going to put stuff relating to this show in it, like, to just make it more interactive, you know? And then eventually try to sell stuff. Maybe. Who knows? I told you I wanted to make a episode on cassette. Mm-hmm. You think it's a good idea?
I think you know that I don't think
I think it's a great idea. How great would that be? Like, and then wouldn't it be awesome? I've got this nice big vintage stereo set behind me now. I do not
share your enthusiasm.
I think, what? I don't care. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy...
Do I think it's a cool idea? Yes.
It's definitely a cool idea.
Absolutely. Do I think it's a good idea? No, absolutely not.
Here's the deal, guys. If you would like a super secret episode that you cannot get digitally, and you can get it on a cassette tape. So you have to have a cassette tape player to listen to it. Email us at thebobandkatieshow@gmail.com, thebobandkatieshow@gmail.com. Reach out to me, and if enough people do, this is going to happen. And like, I literally, to make it, I have to play the episode and record it onto a cassette tape. So like, everybody that gets one of these is getting like something personal. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to take a long time to make each single one of them. So I'm not going to make like 100 of them and they go, hey, let's try to sell these things. That's not what's happening here. I just want to do something cool. You know what I mean?
Custom.
Yeah. Should we write on it like in Sharpie?
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be so cool.
I bought some new Sharpie pens the other day.
See, you're all turned around now, aren't you? You're like, let's do this cassette episode.
No, it's like lots of things in our life. It's you have these ideas and I just go along and I support you because that's what good wives do.
That's right. And if you were in the window, I'd help you get the poop out. Find your laugh.
Find your happy.